Hi everyone and welcome to another video regarding the network of the International Code of Zoological Nomenclature, or Neticon, as I like to call this tool that I have created recently. In this video today I would like to get deeper into the original version of the network and show you how to use the specific software that I use to create the network. This software is called Gephi, and you can download it for free in practically any operation system, and you should be able to download. The latest version is the 0.9.2, and quite fast you will have the entire program. Also make sure to check this learn page, which has several tutorials and explanations about how to use this program, and also I find particularly useful the wiki page of this program, and practically all the information that you need in order to learn how to create and manipulate networks is right there. And I am a living example of a person that had zero knowledge about networks, and with all these beautiful tutorials that are there by the Gephi community, practically you can learn how to make your own network. So as soon as you have installed the program and you have it up to date, note that it's also important to have several of these plugins installed. You should be able to download and open the Neticon network. In my page you will be able to find this always in this link that has the Gephi version, as it is called. It would be always below the online version, and when you click on that you will receive a zipped file that you need to unzip it, and inside there you will have a file with a kind of Gephi file that you are able to open. You should be able to open in the program, and when you open that you will get something like that. This is again the same network as we have been seeing in the online version, but this time this is a network that you are able to manipulate. And Gephi program, as I explained also in the appendix of the article, has three main tabs or screens that you would have to use. The first one is called Overview, and this is the screen that you are able to see the network itself. On the left you have two important panels. One is called Appearance, and with that you can practically change the appearance of the nodes and the edges, from their color to whatever other feature that you want. The size, for example, of the nodes. You can choose specific sizes for all the nodes, or to do their sizes according to a specific feature of the diagram, like for example its degree. So you can practically manipulate the appearance of the network as you will. Then the second screen is called Layout, and it's a powerful place where you are able to use all these algorithms in order to create the layout of your network. I have been using this Force Atlas 2 layout algorithm that is going to place the nodes according to their connections. But there are also several other kinds of algorithms and layouts that you would be able to use. On the right you have some basic information like the number of nodes and the number of edges, and here you have two other tabs. One is called Statistics, and it allows you to calculate all these metrics that are quite useful to describe and understand the network. You just need to click where it says Run to calculate a specific metric, and you also get a page with the results, several diagrams, and in some cases you might even have information, bibliographic information regarding this particular metrics. And the other tab is called filters. It's a very interesting way to try to filter and select some specific parts of the network. But for that, please check the Ego network video below. The second page is called Data Laboratory, and it looks like a spreadsheet, like a page of Excel program. And what you have two different tabs. One is about the nodes, and the other is about the edges. And this is the place where you would create the entire network. You could add nodes right here, and you could also add edges between any nodes that you might select. And just like that, when you return to the overview, you will have this new edge or these new nodes created. As this is a form of a spreadsheet, you could always export this information and actually manipulate further these numbers and these texts. And as you will see, you have a number of columns that you have the entire matrix of each node. Also, right here, you will see that in this specific network that I have created, you have some important columns. The first is the ID column, that it's a continuous number that the program uses to describe the nodes. The label, that is the name, the title of its node of the network. And here you have the column article that actually contains the entire text of the code that is connected, that is related to this particular node. So if you export this entire spreadsheet, you actually get the entire code. So the data laboratory and the overview are the two main screens that one uses in order to create and give structure to a particular network. And when this is done and you want to export it as an image, you would have to go to the last tab that is called Preview, and there you could select some features of layout and how you would like to the final image to look like. You have some default ways to depict your diagram. Anytime you choose something, you would have to click refresh, and there you see this is one way to show it, and you could then do whatever change you want, like to change the labels, the fonts, how if you will have straight or curved lines or whatever. So practically here you would have to play a little bit with that and try to find the final result that you need. And when you have that, you could export this on an SVG format that allows you to manipulate it with vector-based software like Adobe Illustrator, or directly in PDF or PNG to further manipulate it with other kind of image software. So these are the basic tabs, the basic parts of the Gephi software, and you would have to check in detail the various tutorials that show you how to do all the things that you could do with this program. But basically, if you start from that data laboratory and you add nodes and edges, you are able to create any kind of network. And then here you can add as many columns as you want to give some labels to your nodes. Here, for example, I have one column that is called type, that explains the kind of the node. I have another that shows the order of the of the of the articles that represents the continuous order of these articles in the text of the code. Another label that I have a number regarding its chapter, and on and on. So you can actually add any kind of information that you want as a different kind of label, and then all this information can be used in the overview panel to in order to give color to your own network. For example, let's say that you would like to color the different articles according to the chapter that they are in. I have a specific column that each of the articles has a tag according to the chapter that they belong. So when you go right there, let me reduce this a little bit so it doesn't look so bad. So what you would have to do is to go where you in the appearance tab where you have the nodes, go there where it says color, and then select the particular column. So in this case I would like to color them based on the chapter. So here you have the entire chapters. You can choose any palette of colors. You can even create one that you want, and when you find the colors that you like, you click apply, and then you see how the chapters the colors of the nodes have changed according to their chapters. To make it a little bit more visible, I would just put gray color to all the edges, and now you see that each node is colored according to their own chapter. So these are all techniques that allow you to visualize better the network as you want, and to present the result that you want. So when you have done that, you could also play with the layouts. Check, for example, these 4 shuttles that I told you that tries to connect the nodes according to their connections, to place their nodes according to their connections. Now, while it is running, you will see that you cannot move any node wherever you want, because immediately then you have the other nodes that they pull it towards their direction. This is a kind of live thing. I will show you right here. I will increase the gravity and have all these nodes right there in the center, and then when I release the gravity, you will see how they try to get placed to their proper place. And here you could play with all these features till you have the result that you want. So this is basically the Gephi program in a very brief way, and feel free to experiment with that, and you will see that is something that is quite easy to learn and master. Thank you very much.